This is your WCIA 3 forecast first.
So we've had some showers and storms across the area. We have a bit more of them still out there currently. This is our view from Gibson City on our Gibson Area Hospital and Health Services weather camera on our Flooring America INET. Right now we're trying to look for some lightning strikes. Don't have any out there currently, but there have been a couple cells that have been moving through the Ford County area. Right now, south of I-70 is where most of our activity is in the way of some showers and storms. Right now, winds coming in out of the west, very light. They've been light all day, coming in under 10 miles an hour. And we have just one more day to go with these showers and storms. Once we're done with tomorrow, we are looking at a better forecast that's more comfortable as well as drier. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
Starting a business isn't easy. How a city council member is giving entrepreneurs a boost. And high heat could mean getting your AC repaired, but some say water is causing just as much damage. And there are some animals you expect to see at Allerton Park, but this normally isn't one of them.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
Entrepreneurial is about being able to pivot and being able to take advantage of opportunities when they come up and when they happen.
That's why this Danville City Council member is helping entrepreneurs take the next step in their business ventures. Good evening, I'm Bryce Beeman. Jessica has the night off. And Councilmember Tricia Teague is the founder and CEO of a course called Trep School. It's designed to give advice, tips, tricks, and networking opportunities for Danville's entrepreneurs. WCIA 3's Jared Farmer joins us live in the newsroom. Jared, can you tell us why she's teaching these classes?
She says it's because being an entrepreneur is extremely difficult, especially if you're just starting out. Teague says this course can be a spark for long-term economic growth in Danville. You're never too old for school, but this isn't about hitting the books. For entrepreneurs, it's about getting the skills that you need.
I think that it could do a lot to, bring the downtown area, I won't say back because it's here, but, grow the downtown area, I guess, and, grow the local businesses and help people create jobs.
It's called Trep School. It's a free class available for all entrepreneurs in Danville. It's ran by City Council member Tricia Teague. Teague says the major focus of this course is to find out what each entrepreneur can do to keep improving.
It really takes working with and talking with other entrepreneurs, other people like yourself who have great ideas, who see a vision, who can help you execute a vision, who can help you adjust that vision as necessary to be able to be successful.
Teague held a class on Wednesday at Venue 22. Its owner, Ethan Burt, is an entrepreneur himself and taking part in the class. He rents out the space for several events throughout the community, and Burt says even though he's been in the business for years, he's still looking for ways to better market himself.
Someone like Tricia can help focus my efforts, make sure that I not just reach good enough, but even though that's good enough for most people, I like to go a little higher than that. She helps me stay on track.
And applications to take these courses are still open. If you're interested in applying, be sure to check out our website, WCIA.com. In the newsroom, I'm Jared Farmer, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, thank you, Jared. And Danville Area Community College will start offering a barber school program soon. Barbers in Illinois must have 1,500 hours of hands-on training. DAC will offer that in a 10-month program. It will fill a big need because Danville lost a cosmetology school a few years ago. The nearest barber or cosmetology programs now are in Decatur or Indy. The program will start in the spring. Mother Nature has not been kind this week as we continue to see rain. The weather has caused another event to postpone this week, the Freedom Fest at Lake of the Woods. Organizers say wet and rainy conditions, standing water, and high river levels mean it's not safe for the community.
For the safety of the people that would be attending, we just don't feel that it is safe to have people here in the dark walking around or driving around afterwards.
Organizers say they do hope to reschedule. It all just depends on the weather and what dates work best for the community. And flooding has also caused problems for air conditioners. People are looking to get their units repaired or replaced because of it. Chief Power Service experts in Champaign say they're getting more calls from people with flooded units. They say water can get into your AC or furnace and completely ruin them.
There's been some cases where basements or crawl spaces have flooded and the furnaces have been underwater and components have been damaged to the point where we've had to repair them. And in some cases, because of the damage that was done, it exceeded the cost of the repair. We replaced them.
He says in general, you should get your AC and furnace units checked about twice a year. That will help keep them from breaking in extreme heat or extreme cold. And Wabash Fire Protection District honored one of their own today. Muddy Morad died in the line of duty Sunday. Today, the department, along with Illinois State Police and other agencies, gave his body an escort back to Effingham. Morad's body was transported to Springfield for organ donation. His services are set up for this Saturday at Johnson Funeral Home. And streets remain closed around the old C Street Bar building in Champaign. It collapsed on Saturday. There is no timetable as to when it will be inspected. The Champaign Building Safety Department is going to look at as if the buildings surrounding are safe. Those owners are waiting to hear back from structural engineers. Meanwhile, people who worked at or visited the bar in its prime are still dealing with the emotions of seeing it in rubble.
It was kind of really shocking at first, but then I was there with my drag mom Seduction and some other really close friends, and we started taking pictures and dancing, and I started having a lot of fun, and I was like, this is what it's supposed to be about.
Right now, there is no timeline on when things here will start to get cleaned up or when the roads will start to open back up. And there's a new sheriff in Piatt County. Mark Vogelsang was officially sworn in as the new sheriff at the Piatt County Courthouse this afternoon. The previous sheriff, David Hunt, retired. Another former county sheriff, Forrest Sala, was also present for the swearing-in ceremony. He served as sheriff from 1978 to 2002. And new tonight, police in Ford County are looking for a burglary suspect. The chief says someone found a man inside their home near Jack and John Streets. This happened after 4 a.m. in West Paxton. Officers say the homeowner chased the suspect out, but he got away. Nothing was taken from the home. The chief is asking neighbors to check their security cameras. Go to WCIA.com for more information. An Illinois prison population is down considerably from before the pandemic, both from normal releases and releases because of COVID. But the intake of new inmates is still slow because of COVID restrictions, and it can cause big issues for smaller jails like the one in Christian County. Sheriff Bruce Kettlecamp says the average time sentenced inmates spend at the jail is 39 days, compared to about a day or two before the pandemic.
We've been pretty much capacity, well, all through COVID we have been. During your normal, before COVID and before they wouldn't, we would have maybe empty 10 to 20 beds that were empty.
Transfers have become more frequent for jails, but they are still having to house inmates for much longer than they were before the pandemic. County jails need to quarantine inmates for 2 weeks and test them for COVID before they are taken to IDOC prisons. And looking at the latest COVID-19 numbers, the state announced 259 new cases. 4 more people have died. The positivity rate is now at 0.9%. More than 48% of the state is fully vaccinated. And you probably never pictured getting vaccinated at a concert, but that's exactly what's happening in Springfield. Every week, dozens of people head to the Y Block downtown to listen to music. Tomorrow, they can get a shot of Johnson & Johnson or Pfizer. Fewer people are going to get their vaccines, so organizers are trying to bring it to them.
We try to do a lot of outreach to neighborhoods all around Springfield, so with that type of work, maybe we're going to catch some people who it hasn't been convenient for or something like that. We have no idea what to expect.
This clinic will run every week during the rest of the 11 concert series. It's in the 5th week. The show this week is a full jazz concert. And the NCAA is now allowing athletes nationwide to profit off their name, image, and likeness. What that means for Illinois just after the NIL bill was signed this week. Plus, Alderton Park has plenty to see, but this camera caught more than just trees and deer. But Jack, been pretty rainy still, and
Yes.
you're saying we have one more day left of this.
Yeah, one more day. We've got tomorrow left for some showers and storms to be in the area. Then after that, we've got a lot more in the way of dry weather. Also pretty comfortable, too, which is going to be nice to talk about as well for the all-important 4th of July forecast. So we have all that coming up after the break. In the meantime, though, we'll go over some of our temperatures that we had for today. We topped out at 80 today, which was a little bit below average, but it was still a humid day across the viewing area. So like I said, one more wet day for tomorrow. Drier and more comfortable conditions are expected briefly before the humidity comes back again.